Conor, a 1-1 draw, sum that up for us.
It's incredibly disappointing. In terms of starting the game, I think everyone in this league knows Drogheda, well organised side, talented players, don't give them something to hold on to. But a dream start for Drogheda, exactly what they would have wanted, a set piece early and then try to frustrate us. And we just played into their hands in that first half, slow, laboured, didn't do enough to penetrate, get in behind, create chances, and we wasted 45 minutes and maybe more, not for the first time this season, so really disappointing. And yeah, that's all you can say really now.
Does the game plan change when you concede so early like that?
No, I don't think so. I think you have to stick to your principles and trust the process and what you're doing. I don't think it was a case of needing to change the game plan. I think the thing was to actually execute the game plan, and we didn't do that. It wasn't a case of we needed to make any mad changes. We needed to stick to the principles we had going into it, and we didn't do that. Like I said, played into their hands and wasted 45 minutes at least.
From the sideline, it certainly looked frustrating. Gave away an awful lot of cheap possession, not moving the ball very quickly. What's that down to? Is it just an individual thing, or?
No, I think it's collective. I think there's a collective accountability that needs to be there in games like this, and not just today. I think you can point to a number of performances over the last few weeks where has that collective accountability been there? Probably not. And we're wasting minutes in games, we're wasting phases in games, we're wasting chances to dominate a half, and it's really disappointing. And it's even more disappointing because we know we're capable of doing this. I think the manager would be incredibly disappointed with us tonight because we know that we're capable of playing well above the levels that we have done over the last few weeks, and we just aren't doing it right now.
3 changes at half time doesn't happen a whole lot, especially with our manager. Does that kind of shake everyone up by kind of looking around the dressing room going, geez, anyone could go here at any stage?
Yeah, I don't think anyone would disagree with me when you say he probably could have made 11, and I'm sure he probably wished he could have at one point, because we just totally underperformed in that first half. And yeah, maybe it does G the other players up a little bit, but you shouldn't need that. You shouldn't need that kind of kick in the backside to have to up the performances. It's a privilege to play in the first 11 of this squad, of this club, of this team, and it shouldn't take any extra motivation. Not a substitute, not going to go down. It should be there at the start of every single game.
When we got the equaliser, did you feel like it was just a case of we'll just go on and win this? It felt a little bit like that on the sideline. Everyone just kind of expected to get a second one and win the game. Were we maybe victims of that we didn't think was going to come?
I don't know, Stephen. I can't categorically say that I 100% felt we're definitely going to go win this, because first of all you have to give respect to Drogheda. They're a good side and they're hard to break down at times. But yeah, if you just expect these things to happen, they're not going to. I don't think we did create enough to get 3 or 4 goals, which is what we should be targeting in every home game because of the quality we have.
It's easy to look at it after a frustrating night. You can tell how disappointed you are. We are still top of the league, but is that kind of running out now? That kind of, at least we're still top, because we are the one win in 9 games. When you isolate that, it doesn't look great, but then when you look at the league table, it does look very good. So
league table doesn't matter now, and people might think that's a cheap throwaway line. It doesn't, and the managers always hammer down the fact that it's performances. Performances every single week, what you do on the pitch, what you do in training, how you apply yourself, and that was so far below the levels that we've come to expect of ourselves and that we demand of ourselves, that we can't say we're top of the league, we're happy. We've gone nearly a whole round of fixtures picking up 1 win. Totally unacceptable for this team and this club, and there's only one way to correct it, and that's by digging in this week, holding ourselves accountable, bringing a real standard into training, and gunning for 3 points next week and try and put this little rut behind us.
The games don't get any easier. We play Waterford here next Friday. They're flying right at the moment, up to 4th after their win tonight. What kind of challenge are Waterford going to pose?
Every team poses a challenge. Waterford have some experienced League of Ireland players, an experienced manager, a lot of talent, and if we haven't learned a lesson after the last few weeks, they're not going to give you anything. Nothing for free, nothing easy. They went to Tala last week, put in a hell of a performance. His turn Shamrock Rovers over, so we have to be fully prepared for an incredibly tough game. We have to bring proper standards the next week if we want to win it.
Thanks, Conor.
Cheers, Stephen. Thanks.